Today we take our first look at track planning. Come and join me. Good morning, good afternoon, and finally good evening. Hello and welcome to Malcolm's Way. My name is Matt. So I thought it was about time I showed you guys the track plan that I have for Malcolm's Way. Now this video is going to be broken up into two different sections. We have the Fiddle Yard and then we are going to have the Scenic Section. I'll be talking about why I've done what I've done and what I'm aiming to achieve by doing it and planning it as I have done. Now this is by no means the final product, and it probably will change as we go through the build. But I've done this on Scarm. I will put a link in the description below to this fantastic little program. You get, I think, 50 free items on this, but after that you have to pay. But all I've ever done is just made two separate plans and you get everything you want on there. So without further ado, let's open up the laptop and start with the Fiddle Yard. So then guys, here we are in Scarm on the laptop. And as you can already see, I've already got a good way into planning the Fiddle Yard for Malcolm's Way. You'll notice there is 4 running roads on the up and the down. And as we have a nice long run of 12 foot, we should be able to fit plenty of stock on this layout. But it did open up the corners for some extra storage. So by putting a freeway point on the end of one of the other points, it opened up the sidings so I could have 3 sidings coming off with 4 coaches plus a van in there comfortably. And you can also fit a tank engine on there as well. Take the van off and you'll comfortably get a tender engine on the stock of 4 coaches. Lovely stuff. Now this will be mirrored on the right and the left. And then on the inside of the Fiddle Yard, there was room for 2 more sidings. So this would be ideal for freight, for locos, or even just some passenger stock sitting there. As you'll see on the Scenic Section, this will come in very handy if one of the services I want to run. But Pico Code 55 will be used in the Fiddle Yard with seat point motors underneath. But I think this gives me a hell of a lot of room for storage on Malcolm's Way. Scarm, very, very easy to use. If anybody wants a tutorial on it, I will do my best to give it a good go. But I thought it would just be interesting for you guys to see what I've come up with already for the Fiddle Yard on Malcolm's Way. Now, being 12 foot long, I should be able to fit plenty of stock on this. Average length is between 3 and 6 coaches. So yeah, as you can see, we are going to be able to fit a heck of a lot of stock on Malcolm's Way, which would be absolutely superb when it comes to the exhibitions. Again, if this layout is good enough to get out on the circuit, I will very much be interested in taking it out there. Now the sidings on the end here, they will all have buffer stops on them. I really do not want stock falling off the end of the layout. So we'll be using the Pico sleepers in the Fiddle Yard. Nice and easy, nice and simple. They won't be seen, but they will be there to serve a purpose of stopping stock falling off the end of the layout. So then, that is the Fiddle Yard. Love to know what you think about this, guys, so please leave your comments in the comment section below. See if we can change, grow and adjust this layout as we go. Open to all ideas, but I'm fairly happy with how it's looking at the moment. There's lots of space for storage and it keeps the operations really interesting. Now I did mention in there about the extra sidings for an extra service. Let's see how this plays out and let's look at the guts of the layout now as we get on to the Scenic Section. I think it's time to go back to the laptop. Right then guys, so we now head into the Scenic Section of the layout and exactly how the guts of the scenery is going to look on Malcolm's Way. As you can clearly see, we do have some really nice generous curves on this layout. The joys of making that baseboard a little bit wider than usual. It is of course 3.5 foot wide. So some lovely generous curves on this layout, and this will bring us then into the main station area. As you can see, we have 3 platforms, platform 1, 2 and 3. Platform 2 and 3 will be an island platform, so we will need to put a set of steps or a footbridge going across between the platforms. Now you may be looking and wondering why I had the loop behind platform number 3. Well, this is to be able to bring a service into platform number 3. The loco can drop off, terminate, run round onto the other end of its stock and go back in the same way it came. But that loop also does double up. When the terminating service isn't due, we can run a goods into here. The loco can drop off with any stock it needs to, run off into the head shunt, back into the goods shed, or into the siding on the other side. It basically frees up the main line so they can keep running, so services can stop or carry on chugging through non-stop. Lovely stuff. I think this really will open up the operational potential of Malcolm's Way quite extensively, and I really am looking forward to seeing this come to life. Again, if you have any comments, please put them in the comment section below, and we can help to grow Malcolm's Way into the most interesting that we can do. Now, it is quite busy for somewhere that should be on the Surrey Hills, but hey, as long as it's got the stock and the essence, this is a fictitious model railway. So as long as I've got the feel of the Surrey Hills with the stock and the locations, scenery, etc., I think we can just about get away with it. It really will make this fun and an interesting layout to operate. And then, as you can see, we do have the crossover leaving as well, so everything and anything can enter the goods yard as it pleases. Like I say, it opens up a lot of playability on Malcolm's Way. Then we have another generous curve which takes us back round into the Fiddle Yard and off scene. So there we have it then, guys. That is the track plan for Malcolm's Way. We've gone over the Fiddle Yard and the Scenic Section. Now I'd love to know what you think about this, guys, so please do leave your comments in the comment section below. Together we can grow and adjust this to make it the best we really can. But at the moment I'm quite content of how it is looking. Now I am fully aware of how busy the station is actually looking. You probably wouldn't find something this busy on the Reading to Red Hill line, but as long as we have the right stock and we get the scenery nailed on, so very much believable where you'd find it, I really think we can make this work and make this layout very playable, but at the same time try and keep the realism as high as we can. If you've enjoyed this video, please do hit that like button. While you're down there, give the old subscribe button a tickle as well. There is the bell icon next to it. Click that and you'll be notified every time I upload a video. But this has been Malcolm's Way. We've been track planning. I've been Matt, and I'll see you all again very, very soon. Take care. Bye for now. Okay then, just for you the peeps.